Your most valuable assets are walking out every single night. Now, my question to you is, will they be back in the morning? So I'm going to give you 3 steps tonight in order to learn ways to keep your top talent. Don't wait until they leave and then ask them why they're leaving. Why? Because you're not going to get the truth. They will tell you that they're leaving because they're getting more money somewhere else. Okay, I'm a compensation expert. I make a lot of money based upon that decision and that analysis by companies. However, that said, that isn't the real reason I've come to find out why people leave. That's the reason that they give you, because it's a polite reason. It's kind of like, you know, your mom says, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything. So you say, I'm leaving for more money, because anybody can go right now and make more money doing something else. So what is it? Why do they really leave? Well, by the time they've left, they've already checked out. So you want to find out, really, why do your employees stay? Why do the good ones stay? And build upon that. So you want to ask them when they're hired, why are they coming to work for you? Well, it could be because it's a 5-minute commute. It could be because you have telecommuting and you allow them to work at home 1 or 2 days a week. They've got small children they have to take to daycare. You provide flexible work hours. Or you have good benefits. You know, so find out why it is that they're staying. Ask your current employees why they stay. They'll tell you. And you can either do that by a web-based employee climate survey. You can do it by asking 10 simple questions and getting the feedback. But be prepared, however you ask that in a more formal way, to do something about it. Because when you ask them, you've now set the expectation that something's going to happen if they provide some honest feedback. Okay, so that's number 1. So step number 2 is you want to build an organization, at that point, once you determine why they want to stay, then you want to build a retention strategy. There's 3 retention strategies in my opinion. You can buy it, you can build it, or you can burn it out, your people. You can buy people. You can pay a higher than average wage. You can pay them higher on bonuses. You may get them for a while, but if there's nothing to keep them here and make them sticky, they'll leave. You can buy companies. You can buy technologies. You can basically buy people. The other way is you can build your organization from the inside out. You can develop people, train people, mentor and coach, but you've got to start with the managers, because if the managers aren't trained and aren't developed properly, then you've got employee problems all the way down the line. My son is 26 years old, and he was a design engineer. Well, engineers tend not to make the best managers. Their personality just doesn't lend itself. But he's a good kid, you know. Well, they brought him in, and now he's a design engineering manager. He's 26 years old, doesn't have a clue what he's doing, and he's terrified. And he says, I think I'm over my head. And I said, well, have they given you any training? No. They just sort of threw him in. He says, I think I'm designed to fail, you know. And I mean, that's a very painful thing. And that's happening to engineers and all types of individual contributors all along the way. So you need to start building it. You know, you said you train people and they leave. What is worse, a trained employee that leaves or an untrained employee that stays? Think about it. There you go. There you go. And then the other is burn people out. I saw that a lot in the high-tech industry many years ago. You hire the best talent you can afford. You don't train them, you don't develop them, you don't do anything. You just work them to death till either they keel over or they leave. You know, that's another very ineffective strategy. So hopefully you'll consider the build strategy. The third step is a retention toolkit. I'm going to give you just a few things here because we just have a few minutes. But one is you need to create a community and culture. When employees leave, whenever I ask them why they leave and they get past and I'm leaving for more money or I'm moving away or whatever, they always say, or most always say, I'm really sad to leave the people. You know, you are hiring a person, you're not hiring a skill set. And you don't, and they're sad to leave the people. You've built a community. Build in some traditions. If you think about Trader Joe's has the Hawaiian shirts, they have the bell that rings, you know, they have their activities, they have that whole nautical theme going on, but they have their own traditions. You and your company have traditions, whether you've consciously designed them or not, you have traditions. So you want to build on that, build some traditions, build some fun into it. And workers today want more fun and more work-life balance than other considerations. So you really need to tie that in. Second, you need to reward and recognize top performers. You don't have to pay them at the top end of the chart, but you have to pay them well. The internet's full of salary survey information and compensation information. It's not always accurate, which again works to my benefit as a comp analyst. But nevertheless, they have that information. Not only that, they know what their friends are making. They know what their coworkers are making. And so you might as well pay them fairly and reward them in other ways. They don't always need to have money. Tickets out to a movie, dinner out, a pizza party. There's a whole variety of different things, non-cash rewards that you can do. And you know what? And one of the most effective things you can do is appreciate them. Thank them. Let them know that they're doing a great job. One of the biggest complaints I see in employee climate surveys is I don't feel appreciated. Huge issue. What does it cost to say thank you? So that's the second step. And the third is communicate often and communicate honestly. Don't tell employees things are going great when they're in the tank. They know it. You've got inventory in the back room that you can't sell. No customers walk through the door in a week. And receivables are stretched out for 90 days, or payables are stretched out for 90 days. They know things are in trouble if there is an issue. Let them know. They're more than willing to help you if they care and if they know you care.